Welcome and thank you for joining me for our Pilates resistance band workout today. I really hope you're looking forward to the workout. We'll start from standing, but we'll do a majority of the moves mat-based. So please make sure that you've got that set up before we go. Could you please start with your band, if it's particularly long as mine is, doubled over, feet underneath the hips, and we take a shoulder roll and a head turn. So we take a shoulder roll and a head turn again, shoulder roll and a head turn. Lovely. Shoulder roll and a head turn. Two more. So we draw those shoulders up and down, turn the head one more time. Great, let's bring those arms to the front. So we take the arms out to the front, down to the hips, and then we're going to bend the knees twice. So there's your new pattern. So we take the arms out to the front and back, and then we bend the knees, we bend the knees. Let's go again. So we take the band out to the front and back, and we bend the knees. Now we're going to do that pretty quickly, double time. So we go out, down, bend, bend, out, down, and they're just almost little bounces, yeah? So I'm not going into big squats or anything like that, just a little bit of mobility through the knees. Front, hips, bend, bend. Two more. Front, hips, bend, and bend one time. Front, hips, bend, and bend. Now slowly out to the front, rotate, back, and down. Pull your abs in slightly, so lift to the front, rotate, back, and down. Let's speed that up. So we go out, rotate, back, and down. Lovely. If you need to go a little bit slower on anything that we do tonight, you know you can. Yeah. And again now. So we go out, rotate, back, and down. Out, rotate, back, again. Out, rotate, four more. So we take that 4 and back. 3, 2 more to go. 2, one more time. 1, and release. Great work. So now you're going to take the band. You're going to place that underneath one foot. And you're going to make sure there's a little bit of tension there, but it's not hugely tight. But there is a little bit of tension through the band. So we go over and back, over and back. Again, we're still kind of in prep mode. We're starting to progress to a little bit of challenge, but we're not really going for it yet. So we go 4 more. Right here, we take that 4, 3, 2, and the 1. And then we're going to change sides. So exactly the same thing again. Ready? So we go over and back, over and back. And again, the band's not too tight, but enough to create a little bit of resistance. You're drawing the tummy in. Over and back, over and back. 4 more to go. So we go 4, 3, 2, and the 1. Super duper. So now what I'd like you to do is you're going to change your hand position so the palm faces in. Now I do want you to make sure that that band feels pretty tight. Elbows in by your side, abs engaged. We lift and lower, lift and lower. So working into the biceps, I want you to make sure that the band is tight enough for you to achieve that. Lift, release. Great. So still applying your Pilates principles, keeping the tummy pulled in, lengthen through the spine. We're going for 8 more. We take that 8, 7 right here, 6, 5, just the 4 to go. 4, 3, 2, and the 1. And then you're going to do exactly the same thing opposite side. So you're going to make sure that that band is nice and tight. feet back to hip width apart, engage through your center. Let's go. Lift and lower, lift and lower. So now, you know, we've got not that many repetitions, and now we're way past prep. So you're looking for overload and challenge. So the shoulders are back and down, those elbows are in. So we're going 8 right here, 7, lovely, 6, 4 more to go. So we take that 4, 3, 2. Now either take a break or we're just going to go that tiny little bit further. If you don't feel overload now, tighten that band up. Brilliant. Couple more. Last one. And release. Fantastic. So now what I'd like you to do is you're going to take the band and you're going to swap to the opposite side. And then you're going to take the same hand position again. We're going to be lifting to the front. So there'll be 2 things going on. 1, you're working through your arms and your shoulder, but 2, you're going to have to really engage your core to make sure that your back stays fixed. So let's just have a little try out. So take that to the front. If you can only get halfway with the arms straight, then you need to create a little bit more resistance. And then you're aiming to get the hand level with the shoulder, and that should be quite hard to do. Great, so now you've got that tension, so it'll be a little bit sloppy at the bottom for some of you, tight at the top. Let's go. So we take that lift, push, back and down, lift, push, back. Now what I don't want you to do is to use your back. Your goal is to keep your abdominals pulled in, and can you see my torso doesn't move at all? Woo, that should be quite hard. So we're going for 4, and down, 3, 2 more, 2, 1 more time, and the 1, wowzers. So now you're going to tighten the band, so now it feels tight with your elbow in by your side, and you can do this without the leg element. So I'm going to come onto my tiptoes, still working into the same arm, and I bring the band up so the hand is level with the elbow, and already you should feel a little bit of tension there. We're going to go out to the side, so we rotate and back. Now see, I don't move the arm far, that's not the idea. Working deep into your rotator cuff, you can come onto one leg, and then if you want to, you can take the knee out. So already just keeping that band in place should be kind of hard. And you should feel that tension through the arm into the shoulder. You keep the tummy pulled in. We're going for 4, whoopsie daisy. 3, 2 more to go. 2, and 1. And release. Oh, well done. So now we're going to swap sides. So just have a little play with the tension. What you're looking for is the arm to have a very slight bend in the elbow, and feel that that's really hard to get that hand level with the shoulder. Let's go. So we take that lift and down, abs in, breath out on the push, breath in on the return, breath out on the push, breath in. Let's go again. Right, here we go, 4 to go. So we take that 4, should be really pushing there. 3, 2 more, 2, last 1, 3, there we go. So now you're going to make sure that band is tight whilst the arm is at a 90-degree angle. Then you can either stay as you are, or you can come to a touch point, and the arm goes out and back. So we go out and back. You can take the foot off the floor. So now you're having to work really hard just to keep that band in place. And you can take that knee out. Keep the shoulders drawn down. And again. Great work. So we're going to go for 4, 3, 2 more, 2, and the 1, and release. Well done. So take a quick drink of water. You're going to come down to the mat with your band. Can you adjust, if you're on the live, can you adjust your screen so I can see that? So this is going to take a little bit of setup, so I'll do that and I'll talk you through whilst you're getting your bits and bobs together. So this is for shoulder stabilization, arm strength and leg strength, and the hand positioning is really important on this. So I take the band around my foot and then I make sure that that band is going nowhere. So the elbows are glued to the floor and I get the knee into the chest as much as I can, and then the elbows stay attached to the floor, connected to the floor, and I straighten the leg away and back, but notice my arms don't move. So see your hands, the palms should face in toward one another, and then as you push away I can see a little bit of movement with those hands, so those hands stay completely fixed. That's it, great. It's a breath out as you push away, a breath in on the return. The knuckles are pointing up to the sky. The elbows stay connected to the floor. It's a breath out on the drive, breath in on the return. Palms face into the midline of the body, in toward one another. Try not to let your wrists bend, so the knuckles are up towards the sky. And we're going for 4, 3, 2 more to go, 2, and the last one. Excellent. Let's change sides. There we go. So watch your hand and arm position. We push and back. Breath out on the push, breath in on the return. Make sure the support knee doesn't turn out. Keep those shoulder blades glued to the floor. Breath out on the push, breath in on the return. And we keep working through that. Great, we're going for 8 more please. So 8, 7 right here, 6, 5 to go, 4, 3, 2, and your 1. Terrific job. So right here you're just going to take the band around the foot and we take a lovely stretch through the back of the leg. You can slide the support leg away. And then if your hands are aching from all of the gripping, we're going to do a few moves without having to hold on to the band. You're still using it, but you won't have to hold on. And then we're going to change. Now I'm going to tie the band up in a moment in a loop around my thighs. If you have a loop band and you prefer to use that, then of course you can. So 2 more deep breaths, and then you'll come out of that stretch and push all the way up to sitting to take the band around your thighs, and you're going to tie that pretty tight, or as I said, you can switch over to your loop band if you prefer. and that's going to go around the thighs. And then you're going to come all the way over onto your side. Some of you will place a towel between your head and your arm. Others, if you want to keep the head up for this, you can. I bring the knees forward, the hips are stacked, the feet stay connected, and I push against the band and release. Now can you see I don't come all the way down? So I find, a bit like when you're driving and you find the bite point, so I literally just find that tension and I push against the band. And you won't need to do many before that feels really horrible. So we're going to go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great work. So right here, I'm going to come onto my back. I haven't forgotten about the other leg. And I'm going to push out into the band. Now, when we do this exercise, normally we push the thighs together. So this time, I've kept my feet apart and I'm going to keep pushing into the band as I draw the tummy down and I bring the feet together, but I'm pushing outwards into the band. Tummy's drawn in and I gently let the knees go over and back to centre. But as I do that, I'm constantly pushing outwards into the band. So the feet stay together. Now if it's too much, you can just forget the bands there and you can bring the feet back in. Now if you wanted to make that a little harder, you're going to lift the knees, still pushing out into the band, keeping the knees above the hips with the shoulder blades down and the tummy drawn in. And if you still wanted to go harder, you would take the band around your shins, still pushing outwards, and then you would do that with your legs straight. For fun, no other reason. Ooh, well done. So stick with the levels that suit. Keep the tummy drawn down. So we're going for 4, back to centre, 3, 2 more, last one, and then you're going to release for a second so you can just bring the thighs back in. So I'm going to take you onto the side plank. So unless you've twisted around on your mat, you should still be on the opposites, on the same side that you were when we worked the leg. So I'm just going to pop back over. I take the elbow underneath the shoulder, and the band is redundant for this. So I'm going to lift the rib cage, readjust my arm, hands to hip. Take the arm over, knees back here. You can take the top leg away, you can take both legs away. And we come into a side plank for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. So now we change sides completely. So now you're going to come back into the side plank on the opposite side. Oh, nice socks, Vanessa. I need those in my life, I think. Fabulous. Okay, so you're going to lift. You've got all of the same options, and then come all the way up. You can take the leg away, you can go to a full plank, and we hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Really well done. Great stuff. So now you are going to come all the way back down, bring the knees forward, adjust the band if you need to, and we're going to work into that hip. Right here, so we take that push, release. push, release, push, release, push, release. Yeah. There we go. Excellent. So as you know, it doesn't take long for this to feel uncomfortable. We've got our 8 more to go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and the 1. Well done. And then we just give that hip a bit of a rub. So the next exercise, we're going to have the band around your ankles, and it will take just a little bit of positioning. I'm going to do it without reaching for the band, just to show you how to do that, but you can reach for the band. If it becomes a kerfuffle, you can do this exercise without the band if you wish, but we're going to come onto tummies, and I take the band around my feet. And then I'm going to flex, head down, and then you can either have the band around your foot or around your ankle, and you're going to pull in and release. Now, if you have a tendency for cramp or just getting the band in that position is uncomfortable for your feet, then please work without the band. So right here, I'm going to bring that band in, release, in, release, and that should feel really uncomfortable through the hamstrings. Let's see how you're getting on with that. It is a kerfuffle, isn't it? Right, so I'm going to stop you there. Can you see that both feet start on the floor? So both feet are connected to the floor. So I want you to have all 10 toes down on the floor. Now 5 toes stay down and the other foot comes up, and then we go again. So you pull in, release. That's the one. There you go. Woo. Yeah, you don't need many, right? So we're going to go for up to 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and the 1. Wowzers. Okay, so now exactly the same thing, opposite side. Ready? And that foot comes in, release, in, release. Breath out each time you bring that heel in towards you. And it is a pretty powerful one, this. So remember, you can go without the band, of course you can. So we're going to go for 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and the 1. Well done. So that band can just stay around your ankles for now, and you're either going to come up into a full plank or a mid plank. We're going to hold for 10 seconds. Ready? And lift. Keep pulling the tummy away from the floor. And we hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Well done. So you're going to come all the way up. Now I'm going to do this from kneeling. You can do this from standing if you want, but we are going to lie back down again in a second. So I'm going to take the band around my forearms. And then right here I'm going to push out, release. Now you've got 10 of these, draw the abs in. So we go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 right here, 5 to go, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. Well done. So you're going to untie the band, and then you're going to come all the way back onto your backs. And we're going to take a break in the proceedings just to release into your hamstrings and glutes. So you're going to just take the leg away, and then that ankle comes onto the thigh. You can push the knees away, and if you like, you can bring the legs in, because those glutes, hips and hamstrings took a bit of a bashing, didn't they? And then we change sides. So you're going to extend away, ankle onto thigh, knee goes out, you can bring the legs in. Come all the way out of that, and now you're going to reach for your band, and you're going to make sure that the band's fairly tight. And before we throw abs into the mix, I want you just to push the band outwards to the side, feeling the band come down, connect just above the chest. So it's a breath out as you push, breath in on the return. So breath out, push, breath in on the return. Okay, so now, option, you extend the leg away as you push the arms out to the side. Option 2, knees above the hips, touch down with the heel. Option 3, you straighten the legs away. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, still pulling that tummy in, 5, stay with the option that suits, 4, 3, 2, and the 1. Great job. So now you're going to double your band over, and we're going to work on mobility through the upper back and also work into your waist a little again. So make sure that the band feels tight, so it's not slack, and you're pushing it outwards slightly, and your arm position stays fixed. Your feet are hip width apart. You go over, 2, 3, 4, back to center, 2, 3, 4. So we go over, 2, 3, 4, and back to center, 2, 3. Let's go. Over, 2, 3, 4, back to center, 2, 3, 4. Over, 2, 3, 4, back to center, 2, 3, 4 to go. Over, 2, 3, 4, back to center. Don't let the knees or hips move. Let's go again. We take that over, 2, 3, 4, back to center. 2 more to go. So we're going over, 2, 3, 4, back to center. 1 more time. Over, 2, 3, 4, back to center. 2, 3, and release. So we take the band to one side, arm and leg away, And I want you just to splay your fingers as well, so we just give the hands a little bit of a release after that. Let's change sides, take opposite arm and leg away. And then you're going to take hands and knees to the same side, push all the way up, sitting. Take that rotation through the back. And we change that up. And then you're going to come all the way up standing. Push the heel back into the floor. Take the hands away. Change that up. Push the heel into the floor. Take the hands behind you. Release, feet to hip width, reach overhead, and then we change. So again, reach and release. Loosen up, take a deep breath in and breath out. One more time, deep breath in and breath out, and shake it out. Thank you very much for joining me for our Pilates band workout today. I really hope